The monster in elegant attire, the cult Rega Planar, which according to the promoted magazine What Hi-Fi became the best vinyl player 4 times. Let's set up the work of vinyl using his example. The video will be useful for vinyl padawans and those who think they know everything. They don't know anything. BTW, it wasn't me who said that, it was Loudy, just so you know. Our hero today is in Bordeaux, so sexy and enticing. You know, when he stood next to me for about a week, my hands and gaze constantly reached out to him. I desired to touch him, feel him. Roy Gandhi, founder of Rega Company and chief engineer, seems quite a ladies' man, as it seems unreal to create such an elegant vinyl player without love for women, without love for female beauty. I'm looking at him, I'm looking at how this record keeps spinning, and immediately a parallel arises. This is a girl from Spain who performs the traditional Spanish dance known as flamenco. Plastic cover, also known as dust protection, from children and animals. You know that top vinyls come without these covers because they can transmit parasitic vibrations to the sound pickup head. We have a mid-range device, so this thing is definitely useful because of the amount of time you will save when you just close it and leave your favorite record. After all, it is also better to hide the felt under the plate from dust, and the toner will have to be cleaned, and these are all such things that it is better not to touch again. We have a toner RB330 on board, very well done, manual assembly. By the way, they did not gather him in the backyard of Rumchi or in the Inn Bain, but in the county of Essex, which is a 45-minute train ride from London. Yes, London, that is where chips, fish, tea, bad food and terrible weather can be found. Mary Poppins, her mother, London. Regi has very large production volumes, so many manufacturers of more expensive turntables buy Tonearms from the English manufacturer and can make a couple of turntables there and live happily for a year. However, the Rega reduces its cost due to these volumes, and we obtain very good competitive prices. Switch it off, let us have a quick look, let us grab a vinyl record. It's a disc made of felt material, good quality, does not smell like anything, already plus. And here he is, one of the main characters. This is a 12mm disc, by the way. In the second planar it is 10mm. This glass is very heavy. This is a cool glass frisbee. And further we have here is the motor. And you see this disc, unfortunately it is plastic. It precisely drives the disc movement and we can extract music from it. The disc is 12mm in diameter and the second planar has a 10mm thickness. In this space between the Tonearm and main bearing, maximum rigidity is needed, and for this purpose, this design eliminates parasitic distortions. What surprises me about analog sound is that you cannot simply take a vinyl player and turn it on. Unlike Spotify, when young people now simply open their smartphone, enter their favorite song, here we need to modify the Tonearm and, most intriguingly, also establish the tracking force of the cartridge. Can you imagine how it sounds? Some madness. Let's set it up correctly. Only positives from vinyl. Fine motor skills involved. Brain will develop. We adjusted the clamping force regulator to 0. Currently we possess 1. And in a smooth and swift manner we efficiently inputted a 0 into the system. Next, here we also have 0 compensation. We need to properly adjust the toner so that it hangs in the air and does not descend down or rise up. You see, now it hangs with us, but you can still provide a little more weight forward, and after all he's falling, no back. So, here you see, that's all. The Tonearm is smoking, hanging in the air like a caliper. Does not want to fall down and does not want to fly up to the heavens. So, we all did it right. We have exact here. This is a more advanced head. However, we will adjust it to 1.75. What is our objective? Take scales. By chance we had high precision measuring instrument Rega Atlas. He'll measure cartridge force. At first glance it seems strange, but with this device will determine needle force on the record. Insufficient pressure may make needles slip off tracks. Excessive pressure can cause damage to the record. We assigned the value as 1.75. Additionally, we are going to determine the weight by measuring it on a scale. See, that's it. Tonearm fell. Adjusted needle. She must lower herself strictly in middle of scales and release your grip on the lever. Oh, 1.72. Almost managed to obtain it. Well, to do everything properly, let's add a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Put it in place once again. We secure the initial position with the tonearm. Add just a single drop. Adjust it precisely for the scales. Turn on the power using the buttons 178, 72, 73. Patiently wait for a couple of minutes and we will achieve the perfect result. 75. The head is set up accurately and the final step is to adjust the compensation force regulator to 1.75. Once this is done, everything will be ready. Fear often makes things appear more difficult than they actually are. With experience, you will become adept at quickly adjusting the vinyl player. Finally, we can take our favorite record, place it on the turntable, locate the button situated under the needle, like finding a needle in a haystack, and gently press the lever. Let the music begin.